How's it sound? Somewhere in time I knew you well, but I can't remember when. We shared a secret I'll never tell. Can you believe that this is happening again? Familiar voice, familiar eyes, you're a part of this heart of mine. And as sure as I'm falling in love with you now, I have loved you somewhere in time. Somewhere in time, you were the one, but I can't recall the place. Maybe the future, maybe the past. I recognize that look of love on your face. Familiar arms, familiar sighs, you're a part of this heart of mine. And as sure as I'm holding you close to me now, I have held you somewhere in time, somewhere in time, when the world stood still. Said I'd always love you, now I believe I will. Somewhere in time, we were in love, but I can't remember when. Maybe the future, maybe the past. Can you believe that this is happening again? Familiar voice, familiar eyes, you're a part of this heart of mine. And as sure as I'm falling in love with you now, I have loved you somewhere in time. And as sure as I'm falling in love with you now, I have loved you somewhere in time. Yeah, let's see where I'm at now. That's a song from the 90s. This song is from my first album. One of the first songs I wrote back when I was just kind of getting started, mid-70s. Songs about what I'm going to do with my life. Am I going to be a folk singer forever? Or I have all these other options. Nuclear physicist, you know, a Rhodes Scholar. I could have gone that route, but folk singing kind of grabbed me early on. I could be a fisher, 'cause I have a friend who's buying a boat of his own when he can. And he lives in a tiny and timeless old town at the end of an island where the sea rushes down. And early each morning with the sun barely risen, dreams of a lost love and no sign of fear. He heads for the ocean in lumbering strides, and he sets out to sea with the sun in his eyes. And he told me that if I get tired of the race and I can't keep a hold on my passion and pace, I could sleep in his kitchen and ride on the waves and learn about fishing and learn to to be brave in the face of a roller with my face to the wind, and fill up them big bags and pull lobsters in. And today as I wonder what's waiting for me, I long for the islands and the sound of the sea. And I could be a farmer, 'cause I have a way of coming around at the dawn of the day. And I've worked some at plowing those rocky old fields with a broken down horse plow that I bought on a deed. But no one works harder than farmers and fools. You can't learn the business in your books or your schools. You just take what it gives you and give what you can. But a man could do worse than be working the land. And today as I wonder what's waiting for me, I long for the hills and what they gave to me. And today as I wonder what's waiting for me, I long for the hills and the sound of the sea. Yeah. Okay. Mike Bird on the bass next to me. Mike and I have been playing together since 1982. 10 men in black hats got together one night. Time to get the whole thing while the getting's right. 10 men in black hats in a shack on the edge of town. You might think I'm crazy, but that's where the deal went down. 10 men with big hands and eyes full of blood had the steel to make that deal in the drizzle and the mud. The air smelled like kerosene, there was a shotgun standing by. The only light in the whole damn room was a gleam in the 10 men's eye. 10 men in black hats on a cold, cold night. 10 black cars idling in the glow of the red tail light. 10 men with black hearts cutting up the spoils. The wind howled in a tall tree, there was a pot begin to boil. One man got the silver, one man got the gold. One said, I don't want nothing, I just don't ever want to grow old. One said, I get the water, he said they need it everywhere. One said, I get all the messages people send out through the air. They divvied up the green grass, they divvied up the soil. One man got all the iron ore and another man got all the oil. One said, I get the people, they all work for me. Another, his little brother, said, I get all the fishes in the sea. Ten men in black hats with faces cold and hard said, this is good for everyone, somebody gotta take charge. And then they all lit their stogies and they tipped back in their chairs. 10 men in black hats, are you sure you wasn't there? That's a song about oligarchs. I wrote that in the 90s. If the morning star still disappears behind a sky of blue, people rise and go to work just like they always do. As long as young folks fall in love and kids keep growing tall, with the earth below and the sky above, there's hope for one and all. And if the moon still moves the deep blue sea and rules the hearts of men, if the world keeps turning quietly, oh, here we go again. And if the winter grass turns April green when the rain begins to fall, if there's water flowing from the stream, there's hope for one and all. There's hope for you and me, my friend, with our backs against this wall. If there's water flowing from the stream, there's hope for one and all. And if a man still does the best he can, though no one cares, if mothers rock their babes to sleep and say a little prayer, if the old car starts when the wind blows cold away down in the fall, if there's one good spark in the falling dark, there's hope for one and all. And there's hope for you and me, my friend, with our backs against this wall. If there's one good spark in the falling dark, there's hope for one and all. Without the song, I'd be unemployed. Wait a minute, I am unemployed. This is my most well-known tune. And it keeps going strong here, 45 years later. By inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, man is made of dreams and bones. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Help me out here. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. And an old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. And in my garden I'm as free as that feathered leaf up there. Well, Pete Seeger did this tune early on, and he snuck in the word mulch, and I never really liked it much. But he could do what he wanted to, you know, really. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch and row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rains come tumbling down. I had a list here somewhere. I do find I need a list these days so I can veer away from it. Let's see what we got. Yeah, I'm doing all right. Well, don't talk so much. I'm moving a little slow. Yeah, this is good. Just crawling back. Boy, quite a 2 years, huh? Whoa. Whoa, man. I didn't know if we'd ever get back. But, hey, NASCAR is back. So they never left, I don't think. I got a bunch of stuff from the 90s that I'm remastering. I did a bunch of records in Nashville in the 90s. And I'm kind of cleaning them up, and I'm going to do a record of sort of remastered stuff from the 90s. I guess I'm going to call it that. I had a sweetheart in my younger days. I thought she'd leave me never, but some things go and leave no trace, but the road goes on forever. And I've had good friends in my life. Around me they did gather, and without them I'd have surely died. But the road goes on forever. When I fell from the arms of my lover, when I fell from the long arm of the law, as I dove down deep in my fitful sleep, highway was all that I saw, and there ain't no sure hand in this deal. We all just take whatever, but nights like this I always feel that the road goes on forever. When I from the arms of my lover. When I fell from the luck of the draw, as I dove down deep in my fitful sleep, highway was all that I saw. And sometimes when I'm standing still, it hits me like a shiver that there ain't no mansion on no hill, just a road goes on forever. And sometimes when I'm standing still, it hits me like a shiver that there ain't no mansion on no hill, just a road goes on forever, just a road goes on forever. Take a little slippage there, but the road goes on forever. All right. I gotta develop a better system. I really mean, there we go. In the shade of this old tree, in the summer of my dreams, by the tall grass, by the wild rose, where the trees dance and the wind blows. And as the days go oh so slowly, and the sun shines oh so wholly on the good and gracious green, in the summer of my dreams, by the banks of this old stream, in the summer of my dreams, by the deep pool where the fish wait for the old fool with a wrong bait. And there's a field of purple clover and a small cloud passing over, and then the rain comes washing clean in the summer of my dreams. See the raindrops on the grass now, just like diamonds lying there. By the old road where I pass now, there's a twilight on the air. And as the sun sets down before me, I see my true love waiting for me, standing by the back porch screen in the summer of my dreams. In the shade of this old tree, in the summer of my dreams, by the tall grass, by the wild rose, where the trees dance and the beans grow. And as the days go oh so slowly, and the sun shines oh so wholly on the good and gracious green, in the summer of my dreams. And as the days go oh so slowly, and the sun shines oh so wholly on the good and gracious green, in the summer of my dreams. Yeah, man. I'm gonna do I might try this one. I got a new harmonica rack, and it's It's a little stiff. I think I need some WD-40 or something. It's just kind of... Everything all right? Well, in the pandemic, the 2 years, I had two of my kids get married. That was great. They get married at home, right outdoors. It was wonderful. And I had a grandson born. That was really cool. So there's a bright side. Why do I fly? Why do I fall? It must be the artist in me. Yes, it's just the artist in me. Why am I amazed at the wonder of it all? I guess it's just the artist in me. Why am I alone even when I'm in a crowd? It must be the artist in me. Yes, it's just the artist in me. Why make my living being lonely right out loud? I guess it's just the artist in me. Why do I live on coffee and wine? Why do I have to keep moving all the time? And how do I know that beauty will set me free? Why am I awake when the whole world's asleep? It must be the artist in me. This is just the artist in me. People throw away all the things I keep. I guess it's just the artist in me. Why do I seek these universal truths? It must be the artist in me. Guess it's just the artist in me. Why do I still mourn all the heroes of my youth? I guess it's just the artist in me. Why do I live on coffee and wine? Why do I have to keep moving all the time? And how do I know that beauty will set me free? Why do I fly? Why do I fall? It must be the artist in me. Guess it's just the artist in me. Why am I amazed at the wonder of it all? I guess it's just the artist in me. Why am I my best when I'm right down to a crawl? I guess it's just the artist in me. Yeah, they're pretty good. All right. I'm trying to think of something I haven't done. I do this, you know. And Mike, I think you ought to have a solo, maybe. So get ready.
No promises.
Get ready.
I'm gonna try.
It's kind of hard having you two sit right in the front row. Couple singers, couple wonderful singers sitting in the front row. It's like, Yeah. They're not looking critical or anything, but you know. I go to the city and I take a look around, try and deal with all them random forces. And then I get my money and I put the hammer down and go back to the land of dogs and horses. I've been a traveling man almost all my life. I hung on to my family and some verses. Now I'm heading down the road and my hair is turning away, here in this land of dogs and horses. Living in the land, living in the land of dogs and horses. I had a job when I was young, I guess it didn't last too long. I wonder who made all the dumb guys bosses. I hit the road, traveled on, singing them old country songs, here in this land of dogs and horses. And up on exit 69 there used to be a town. Now there's just a strip mall and some crosses. I always take the old road just to look around, here in this land of dogs and horses. Some men spend their time on earth trying to make a buck. Some just sit around and count their losses. The only time I'm winning, man, is when I'm in my truck, cruising through this land of dogs and horses. You know, somewhere in the city there's a man don't sleep at night. He just lies awake and turns and tosses. He gets up in the morning and he says to his sweet wife, I was dreaming of the land of dogs and horses. Living in the land, living in the land of dogs and horses. So raise a glass of whiskey to our dear departed friends, and them that lie asleep beneath the mosses. Shiver at the weather up around the bend, here in this land of dogs and horses. Living in the land, living in the land of dogs and horses. Yeah, we gotta get out, man. I was wondering where we were gonna go with that. Sometimes you just gotta let the big horse run, right?
You do, man.
So I'm gonna run out of here in a minute and take a little break and let you guys chill out and get a drink of water and all that. But I'm gonna start out. I'm gonna wind up with another old tune. This is a farm tune. Yeah, come on now. This is it, I think. I live on the farm that I grew up on, but I don't farm anymore. I just keep it bush hogged, and I got a couple old horses. But when I was a kid, we did all that. We hayed and all that, and cut wood, and the old man did all that stuff. We had a 8N tractor, and I still have that thing. And when the raspberries burst from the woodbine, the summer lies close to the ground, and the porch is the fit place for young kids to sleep and the brook in the meadow dies down. Then with straw hats and wagons and horses, like young Tim and tired old Dan, we head for the field to the creak of the wheel with the pitchfork that blisters your hands. And you have to make hay when the sun shines. That's what all of the hill people say. You just keep your load wide, keep an eye on the sky, and make sure it's dry when you put it away. And I remember the chaff on the back of my neck, the cool at the edge of the trees. You rest for a time and you talk about the weather, and you drink from the spring and get mud on your knees. But it's back to the wagon, it's back to the mound. 6 loads and 8 more to go. But there's biscuits and beans at the late supper meal, and there's nothing like beans when you're working, you know. And you have to make hay when the sun shines. That's what all of the hill people say. You just keep your load wide, keep an eye on the sky, and make sure it's dry when you put it away. There's the season of clover and killdeer. There's the time when the earth does her best. That's when all men are strong and the work days are long, and you know when to rise and you know when to rest. And in the cool of the evening I'd perch on the load and let the wagon wind blow through my hair, and count off the stars and talk to the moon, and sing to myself and the sweet summer air. Hang on at the corners and duck from the branches, and sing to myself and the sweet summer air. That you have to make hay when the sun shines. That's what all of the hill people say. You just keep your load wide, keep an eye on the sky, and make sure it's dry when you put it away. And you have to make hay when the sun shines. That's what all of the hill people say. You just keep your load wide, keep an eye on the sky, and make sure it's dry when you put it away. We'll see you in a few minutes. Thank you. Michael Bird on the bass right there. Thank you. See you in a bit.